after running over the ref. Looks like the ref isn't getting any love after those 6 flags he's thrown already. But he puts the cap on. Looks like he is A-okay. And that brings up a turnover on downs. The Comets defense looks like they are ready to rock and roll. Let's get this party started. What do the Senators do here? They haven't scored in 4 series. Can they score this time? I don't think they will, Carl. What is it about this Comets defense that just stands out tonight?
It's the way they're playing the edge. The jet sweeps, they're not able to pick up anything. The inside zones, they have had a couple of good runs, but for the most part, they're stuffing it for about 3 or 4 yards, forcing them to do something else with the football. And I believe, like I said earlier, that the jet motion will open up a pass later in the game that could be a key play for either team, depending on the readiness of the Comets defense.
And Carl, what we forgot, how soon we forget, the Comets are coming off of a bye week, so they are more fresh than these Senators right now. Their legs are completely under them. So I believe that plays a role as well. Not sure what this delay is for right now, but it looks like the Comets are ready to rock and roll. Quinn Murphy live from the 11-yard line.
And he's a highly recruited player, Tyler. I know you said this is a Freeman type of game, and I do agree that they're going to have to use him to open up Murphy's game, but you have to trust your quarterback at the end of the day. This isn't the best field position, so we'll see what his composure is like. His eyes got big, like I mentioned earlier, on the 4th down, overshot the receiver, so I know he's beating himself up and ready to get back out here into action. Let's see what they do.
89 yards to go. Let's see if they can do it. And they hand this ball off to Freeman, who, like I said, can run the ball and make a play at any time. The young kid is special. And he picks up about 7 yards right there, making it 2nd and 3. Actually picks up 8 yards, making it 2nd and 2. Carlos, they keep this ball on the ground. I believe they can go the distance. Quentin Murphy hands that ball off to Freeman once again, but they are stuffed in the backfield like a bell pepper, but another flag comes in.
I wonder what this flag is. It must have been something on the inside that the ref seen. I do believe that it was a face mask. And it looks like it is.
It was a face mask.
Giving an automatic first down to these Senators, who, like I said earlier, are looking for something to build on here. So now the Senators' backs are not against the wall. Quentin Murphy can relax, take a few deep breaths, and try to get this offense rolling against this Comets defense.
Well, I think they're still handing this ball off to Freeman right here.
That box is loaded. I mean, really, man.
The box is loaded, but when they go pistol, they have been running an inside zone, giving him a cutback lane, and they run inside zone. Once again, Freeman picks up a comprehensive wellness first down after picking up 15 yards. Like I said, why put the ball in the air when you have a ground game? The kid is special with the ball in his hands. Why not keep giving him the ball?
18 rushing touchdowns on the season. Let that sink in. 18 rushing touchdowns on the season in only 7 ball games.
The kid is special. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And they actually run a quarterback draw right there. Quentin Murphy gets to the outside, and he picks up a comprehensive wellness first down, showing off those wheels.
And it's a combination of things that we've seen hurt the Comets. The quarterback blast, quarterback power that we saw earlier in the season that really hurt the Comets. I can't pinpoint which game that was, but I do remember that game, and the quarterback ended up getting hurt and out for the rest of the ball game. So we see that along with the inside zone These coaches have watched film and they are trying to attack the weaknesses of the Mills Comets, but they have stood tall so far. With 10 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter, they still hold the Robinson Senators' explosive offense to 0 points. Scoreless in the first quarter.
Carl, like we all know, the Senators are explosive. But they're explosive from different positions. I mean, of course, you have the quarterback. But then you have the running back. But, Carl, they also have those receivers that you were talking about who can just go up and get it at any time. And they like to send those receivers in motion and kind of throw off the defense. And, Carl, when these players go in motion, what exactly does it do to a defense?
It really makes the defense have to decide on what they're going to stop. You can't be everywhere at one time. You got to look at the primary focus and see what the team likes to do. You have to really know their tendencies. Brandon Grill does lead the team with 4 receiving touchdowns on the year. I know how special that kid could be alone. And also in receiving yards per game. Woo! And he is flipped after running down the sideline. Looks like he was able to pick up a comprehensive wellness first down.
Carl, the kid has wheels. Like I said, Carl, when it's games like this, when it's nights like this, when it's a Friday night lights game like this, you keep it on the ground. The environment, it's a great environment to be playing in right now. And these Senators, man, they're trying to get into the end zone. It's been very hard for them in tonight's game. QJ King comes in. They actually bring in an extra DB and take a defensive lineman out, Carl.
Penalty setting a team back again. We see once again bringing up first and what looks like to be about 14 or 15.
And they run that inside zone once again. And Freeman finds a little hole and picks up about 8 yards on that carry.
And it takes a gang of Comets to bring him down. He is a tough runner.
Carl, you know what they said he's squat.
What's his squat, Tyler?
415 pounds for only a high school running back. He's very small, Carl. So with legs as strong as he is, I believe he can run with 2 or 3 people on his back, Carl. But I'm sure you know all about squatting. You were one of the strongest people to have squatted that I've met. And Carl, could you just say what your squat numbers were?
High school senior year, I did squat 620 pounds and 5'10", 208.
Carl wanted to break his back to get on the field.
And I tell you, man, to this day, it still is not worth it. Those back spasms are a real thing. You guys make sure you take care of those bodies, you high school athletes at home who will be watching this.
Ooh-wee.
And the yard marker has not moved.
And, Carl, this game has been back and forth with penalties. That's something we need to start keeping track of. I mean, the ref is going back. Then he's going forward. Then he's going back again. Now he's coming forward again. And it looks like everybody is discombobulated right now, Carl. I'm not sure what's really going on. We don't know what down it is right now. Looks like it's, well, they give him first down, but I believe it was just third.
Not sure what the refs have going on here, but it will be first, and it looks like 6.
I believe those penalties just offset. So that makes it about first and 6, maybe. Can't really see from this angle.
And they chopped the clock, and we are back into action here.
We have trips right to the bottom of the screen. Quentin Murphy runs the draw once again and is taken down by number 9, Carlton's favorite. You know who that is. That man.
I have a lot of favorites on this defense, Tyler, honestly.
I know you do, Carl. That's Ryan White. That's the captain. They like to call Ryan the captain, and he's definitely one of those captains on the defensive side of the ball. Ryan is only a junior playing linebacker, and he handles that position very well as Quentin Murphy runs up the middle again. And who's there? The captain, Ryan White.
Ryan White with back-to-back big tackles here in a first and short yardage situation, making them earn every single yard. It is a game of inches. And it will be 3rd and about 2 yards. Let's see what this play calling is like here.
Carl, when they go pistol, they run inside zone. Watch the inside zone and watch the cutback. Boom, they run the inside zone. He doesn't cut back this time. He takes it the distance and is tackled down at the 6-yard line. Jabrace Shaw strips the ball out of his hands, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't count. The kid was already down. And like I said, when they go pistol, they run inside zone. And if you pay attention to the backside blocking, they're also giving him a lane to cut back, but it looks like he has no need to cut back right now as he's keeping it play side, but it's actually backside if you know how the zone works. It's a 22 zone, mainly that even number is on the right side, but he's getting it on the left side, and the right side is the cutback. And this time, they run a read option, and Quentin Murphy gets in for the cornerstone touchdown. And Carl, we now have a game on our hands, but the Senators will play subtle and scripted as they get ready to kick this field goal. It's tied 6-6, 8 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this second quarter.
This ball game is knotted up. Let's see if they can break the tie here by putting it through the uprights.
And he is set to kick this ball. We don't have a roster for the Robinson Senators, so we don't have any names. And that ball is nearly blocked, but the kick is good. The Senators are now in the lead 7-6 here in this second quarter.
Another thing to watch this game will be those 2-point conversion attempts. We know this team is capable of making field goals, as they did make a field goal against Pine Bluff to seal the deal in overtime. But I think they are forced now to go for a 2-point conversion upon their next score, as they do see that the Senators routinely kick field goals. As like I said, that explosive offense always finds a way to get in there.
But Carl, I don't think this Senators team kicks another onside kick. I think they keep it regular. You don't want to give the Comets short field advantage because they can score at any time. They absolutely can. And the Senators come out ready to kick this ball off. We have D. Brown and QJ back for the return. And they try the onside once again, but the ball is recovered.
2-point convergence, onside kicks. A little mixture of Pulaski Academy out here.
And Carl, that was the team that they got defeated by. I mean, they got the brakes beaten off of them, but that was Miles Castor Wallace recovering that onside kick right there. Now the Comets only have 50 yards to go to get into this end zone. I believe they can. They come out and trips left to the bottom of the screen. Anton Pierce one-on-one top of the screen, but instead they run that outside zone, and he picks up about 3 yards on the carry. These Senators aren't backing down. They are shying away. Looks like they've came ready to play. They knew that this was going to be a hard-fought, a gritty type of game. And you usually say this game is won in the trenches. Carl, I think tonight's game will be won differently.
I do agree. It's been a hard-fought battle. It does start in the trenches, but these skilled players have to be able to step up and make plays against these two great defenses.
And we have trips left again. Looks like they run the same play, but this time Jabray Shaw was at running back, and he picks up about 6 yards on that carry, making it 3rd and 2. You have to get Jabray that ball. You have to have the ball in his hands when you're in need. The kid plays at his own pace. He's very special. And when the ball is in his hands, a play can happen at any time. And they actually run the inside zone to him once again, and he picks up a comprehensive wellness first down. Jabray kind of does it all. He leads his team in interceptions, picks. He's 3rd in receiving yards with 463. I mean, the kid does it all.
He truly does, Tyler. He truly does.
And he stays at running back right now as the comments are, and trips left once again. And Ringo goes deep to Tyler, but the ball is right past his fingertips. That would have been a great connection right there.
Would have been a great connection for sure.
And that brings up 2nd and 10.
That was a great down to take a shot there. I do like that.
And they actually run the read option with Ringo. Ringo puts his head down, and he picks up about 4 yards right there, making it 3rd and 6.
I like that play call there.
I actually do too.
I haven't seen much of that. I see him do that a lot with QJ. It's pretty predictable when he comes in there at quarterback. But don't get me wrong. That is QJ, Mr. Crown, that king, and he can throw that ball as well as we have seen that this season.
And, Carl, they put Jabray back in at running back, but I believe this will be a timeout.
Let's see if they try to chunk some of these minutes off of this clock here and make this the last possession of this half. That will be hard to do as they are only at the 35-yard line, but we'll see how it goes. We saw Coach Lee really manage his time well against those Pine Bluff Zebras out of respect, but also out of strategy, knowing that you don't want to keep putting the ball in the hands of very talented athletes, as they have faced off against many of those this season.
They have, and the comments are back out, ready. They send Tyler Johnson in motion. Ringo drops back. Tyler is wide open. Ringo pump fakes. He hezzies, and then he hurdles a man, and he picks up the comprehensive wellness first down. Carl, this game has brought out the athletes and the playmakers, and I haven't seen him do anything like it before, and he does just that. I think he takes a chapter out of Josh Allen's book right there.
And Achilles Ringo, you are in that one bag. He hurdles a defender, jumps right over him like the cow jumped over the moon, and picks up a first down. It looks like another penalty will ruin a great play.
And it does. It absolutely does.
And I'm not sure how you lose that kind of yardage
right now.
I am too. Achilles Ringo, still put that on your huddle highlight. You said you want to get the attention of these coaches. They are here in the crowd. I know for sure that Memphis' head coach, and along with Sam Pittman, is in the crowd tonight, along with other college coaches. Man, great play, Ringo.
Great play. That brings up 3rd and forever for these Comets. And, of course, they go deep right here. They have Jabray in at running back. I don't think they hand this ball off. I would like to see him run a route. We all know he can jump over anybody, and they actually send him out in motion. He's going to run that go route, but Ringo throws to the middle of the field, and we have a pass interference, and the Comets are back in action.
And I'm not sure if that ball was catchable, but the referee did see the contact on the play, and that looks like another penalty, and it should be an automatic Comprehensive wellness first down. I think that's my first time saying that one, Tyler. Automatic comprehensive wellness first down.
And while we have a short break right here, I would like to shout out our sponsors. And our first down sponsor is Comprehensive Wellness Center. They're located at 9712 West Markham Street in Little Rock, Arkansas. You can call them at 501-954-8800, or you can email them at saintenterprises2021@gmail.com, as well as go to their website at www.comprehensivewellnesscenter.org. And we also have our touchdown sponsor that we mention after every touchdown, Dio Vanucci, Cornerstone Home Lending at 1701 Centerview Drive, located in Unit 200 in Little Rock, Arkansas. You can call them at 501-303-4050. That's 501-303-4050. You can also go to their website, www.loansbydio.com, or you can just simply text Dio, that's DIO, to 36260. That's text Dio, DIO, to 36260. And last but not least, our halftime sponsor, the Kills Carpet One Flooring Home. They're located at 10 Maumelle Curve Court in North Little Rock, Arkansas. You can call them at 501-214-0495. That's 501-214-0495. Or just simply go to their website at www.akillscarpet1.com. That's www.carpet1.com. And we are back to action. 3rd and long. Coming off of the pass interference. Trips right to the top of the screen. QJ King located at the bottom of the screen. And he sends Jabray in motion. Ringo drops back, looks to Jabray in the middle of the field, but he throws to QJ. Watch the cut. QJ makes the cut, and QJ picks up the first down. That is a Comprehensive Wellness first down, Comprehensive Wellness Center, located at 9712 West Markham Street in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Man, what a great play by QJ. Another great cut. He catches those curl routes and takes them upfield almost every time. I'm not sure how he makes those moves. Like you said last week, Tyler, a couple weeks ago in the game, he can make a cut and a juke and make a man miss in a phone booth.
Definitely.
Whoa! And he shakes a defender out of his boots there and spins out of bounds. I believe that I saw another penalty on that play.
It is a lot of laundry being thrown on this field.
Looks like that was on the Mills Comets, backing them up.
When the kids go in motion, they cannot go forward at the line of scrimmage. These rules are different, Carlton.
They are very different. I've seen 15-yard penalties on pass interferences that I thought were supposed to be automatic first downs, but it just brought up 3rd and a little shorter than long. So I'm not sure what these high school rules have come to. But let's see what they do here. They go with this trips right again. Jabray in the backfield.
And they send him in motion once again. Watch him run down the middle. And he actually runs across. Ringo is looking, cooking. Throws to Jabray. Jabray makes the catch. And I believe the Seacoast get it. He makes the huddle. And Superman's into the end zone. And Carlton, we are scoring. Carl, we're absolutely scoring right now. They're jumping over everything. I mean, I believe they think this one is a track meet, but this isn't.
Tyler, we are scoring. Lightning strikes, the rain is pouring, and Jabray Shaw is back into the end zone once again for a cornerstone touchdown with the leap over the defender.
And Carl, I'm not sure if they actually give Jabray this touchdown. Wow.
And I don't believe that you can hurdle your way into the end zone in high school football. That was the penalty there.
Whoa. I've never.
Yeah, Tyler, I did it once. Returning an interception. Returning an interception.
Man.
And man. What a blow. He gets them down to the 1 yard line on this side of the field in the first quarter. They weren't able to convert on 4th down after being pushed back 30 yards. And now this play, as he jumps, dives, leaps into the end zone. I believe in the safety of the kids, but I do not like that play call. Just imagine a state championship game on the line and a play like that happens. Man, what a blow to the Mills Comets. But like you said, they are one of the best teams with adversity as they have faced much in this season and overcame and answered every call. These Mills Comets do not have a missed call. They have answered every single call this season, and they are 7-0, looking to stay undefeated here. Not sure what the holdup is, but they stay in this trip set as they await the referees to give them a signal to continue. Man, I hate to see a play like that called back, Tyler. It's really discouraging for me. I might not have my voice in the morning the way that I screamed when he jumped over the defender and made a great play.
And it looks like that's first down, but we are still waiting. So that's the reason we're just sitting here right now.
Everybody waits patiently. There have been a lot of, I don't know what to say about the calls, but there have been a lot of, I won't say, yeah, I'll say questionable. A lot of questionable calls out here today. A lot of impactful calls by the referees. And a lot of calls in general. Coach Lee converses with the referee on the sideline, as well as the players as they converse with each other. Maybe they see something out there. And it's so funny seeing Charlie on offense the second half of the season. But he actually has great hands, especially for a man his size, and he can.
This is ridiculous.
Hopefully we can get back into the action soon. 5 minutes and just a second left in the second quarter. This has been a slow rolling.
Slow rolling?
Yeah, what you know about that, Tyler?
A little bit too much, Carlton.
Shouts out to Big Trend.
Big Trend. Big Cat. Trips left is what it is. They run the quick screen, and we have a flag.
And I'm not sure who's doing this laundry, but that's a lot of washing, rinsing, and folding.
It definitely is. I believe that's a late hit.
The ref should open up a laundromat here, but it works out in the Comets' favor this time.
It has been a lot of flags flying around lately. I mean, dropping like raindrops.
I don't like the rain, Tyler.
I don't like the flags.
Well, it's raining flags, so I don't think either one of us is going to be happy here.
Ooh.
4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. The Comets stay with the trip set. I think they like what they see here. They've been sending Jabray on that little Texas route. Let's see if they mix that up here.
You're right, Carl. They actually have been using Jabray here in this running back position. And they keep sending him in motion. But right now, I believe they run an inside zone and don't have anybody over the center. And they run that inside zone, but we have another flag on the play. And, man, the flags are raining down right now.
And I think Coach Lee might need to send somebody to the press box to sub me out if they're going to keep calling all of these penalties, Tyler.
It's flag after flag. We've seen it before.
We have seen it before in an even worse fashion. Because I believe that we had 52 penalties in that ball game. Not sure what the Arkansas State record is, but that has to be somewhere close.
And Jabray runs a great route. And Ringo couldn't connect with Pierce right there. And these Comets are keeping the ball in the air.
They send Big Charlie in motion.
Watch the inside zone.
Inside zone
That
it
brings
is.
up 4th down.
What a long sequence of only about 3 minutes, but in real time had to actually be about 20 minutes.
It has been 20. 20 minutes and 58 seconds to be exact. I've been keeping track.
You always were one with those numbers, Tyler.
And there goes another flag. I'm not sure if we're going to make it out of this second quarter until tomorrow.
And they need to put me, both teams, and the referees in the locker room at halftime because, Tyler, I have something to say.
What's that?
I don't think I can say it over the air. And it looks like that will be pushing the Mills Comets back once again. 5 steps forward, 10 steps backwards. They're showing signs from their early season flaws. This is what the bye week can do to a team, but we do know that they will bounce back, and they do tend to have better second halves than first halves throughout the course of the season.
Carl, the Senators haven't had the ball majority of this first half. Big Charlie goes in motion. Jabray still in at running back. And Ringo decides to take matters into his own hands as he dives for the end zone and gets in for a cornerstone touchdown. And like I said, I had the opportunity to catch up with Ringo, Turk as they like to call him, right before the game. And I said, facing off against another good young quarterback, are you looking to prove something or just help your team win in tonight's matchup? And Carl, he said that he doesn't get as much recognition as he deserves. So he's definitely looking forward to a win, but definitely looking forward to proving himself against good competition. He's looking to prove to not only himself, his teammates, but to college coaches and the doubters as well. Those are words strictly from his mouth as he connects with Big Charlie for the two-point conversion. I believe his first name is Charlie. Last name is Collins. First name Charlie, last name Collins.
And
how you doing?
And I like that, Tyler. I like that play call. I definitely saw it coming with them bringing him in motion into the box. And I like to see the diverse play calling out of that one formation.
And Carl, I like to see Ringo play a good game. That is exactly what he is doing right now. He's calm, he's under control, and he is making plays for his team. He's laying it out all out on the line right now just to get this W. It's not just about proving, it's about winning. And that's what he's trying to do tonight, Carlton.
It's exactly what he's trying to do. And he said he wants to make a statement, and he has made a few here in this first half, as he does have both touchdowns, uncharacteristically rushing touchdowns, as we know that he is the gunslinger.
And Carl, the kid only had 91 rushing yards coming into tonight's game. 50 total yards. That lets you know the kid is coming to play tonight.
The first special teams play that we've seen tonight from the kickoff teams. And he returns it to about the 37-yard line, which is fair position for both teams.
These Comets are back on defense. 3 minutes left here in this second quarter. The first half has took forever.
And let's see if Freeman can continue to run free.
Carl, right now, I believe they are pressed for time.
I do believe that they are pressed for time, but I'm sure they'll try their luck with what they were successful in last drive, where they actually scored for the first time. I think they'll try the inside zone maybe 1 or 2 times before they put this ball in the air. And I was wrong. He drops back. Quinn Murphy drops back. He doesn't have much room to wiggle.
Looks like they're going to strip him. And they don't. Looks like Charlie almost had a strip right there. And Charlie puts the seatbelt on, looks to the sideline, and lets him know he is the recruit in this game.
He is the highly recruited player, and I think that's the focus of Sam Pittman's trip down here to the U. I'm sure he hasn't been disappointed, maybe with the referees, maybe with the penalties, but not with the play of that young man who just scored on the 2-point conversion.
And Quinn Murphy does have wheels, and he nearly picks up a first down right there.
And I believe he does pick up enough for a comprehensive wellness first down, moving the chains with his feet once again. He is also a kid who can tuck that ball and get loose.
And Carl, like I said, the kid is special, but this is not one of those games where he has to show his arm. They strictly need to stick to running, and you know who it is in the backfield, Derek Murdoch. And Carla also had the chance to talk to Murdoch before the game, and I just asked him, I told him he's dominant on both sides of the ball, but how does he manage being that power back and then leading the state in sacks on defense? What motivates him? And right after this play, I will definitely tell you about that as they hand this ball off on the jet motion. And back to Murdoch, and he told me he was motivated by the game. He loves playing football, and him just being on the field is motivation within itself. But he also said 50% is his family, and the other 50% is the drive to be the best. And Carl, we have one of your players that you love to talk about, RJ, limping off the field, so we hope that he is all right as we see QJ come in the game. And they have 6 DBs on the field right now, Carl. Why is that?
I think they wanted to try to stop them with some speed and be able to fly down on plays such as that one that we just saw. I think they want to try to man up here. And they have been playing one safety high. Looks like there was a holding penalty which will prevent what would have been first down for the Robinson Senators.
And Carl, we can't just say that these refs are showing favor to one team. They are throwing flags on both teams, on both sides. There have been flags on both sides of the ball. Nobody can really get going, and it's tough right now.
It is very tough, and let's see what they do here. I know they like that quarterback motion, but let's see if they put it in the air.
Quentin Murphy looks for the quick screen, and he throws it, and we have another flag as Anton Pierce comes up and makes a ferocious tackle right there.
He is a great tackler. Yes, he can cover one half of the earth, but he can also come down and lay the boom with the Thor hammer helmet of his. And I hope this isn't targeting or anything of that sort.
No, that flag came in way before the hit. And it looks like that flag will be moving these Senators back. Not sure exactly what the call was.
I would guess holding.
It was offensive pass interference on that one.
Yes, I saw them try to run that little pick rub route. It didn't really work to their liking anyways, but it will cost them 15 yards, bringing up third and 8 now. And I'm not talking to Eminem.
And Carl, the Comics are the best in these situations, but they want to make a stop right here because the Senators have the ball right after the half.
Woo!
And the catch is dropped. I believe he heard the footsteps, and you know who's there right there? Big Ento.
Who's that creeping in your window? Jalen Ento.
Yes, sir.
Jalen Ento with another big play. That's a kid that we don't get to highlight every single week, but his play does not go unseen. The kid has range, and he can get from sideline to sideline. Like I said, if you want to find him, just look for the brown pigskin with laces.
That is J-Bo. And the Senators are punting this ball. And it looks like they're going to make a play. And they do make a play. And who gets back there? Carl, you know who it is. That is Murdoch.
Derek Murdoch. He can't keep himself out of the backfield if he tried to. That is on tackles for loss, sacks, punts. The kid just has
a high motor. The kid is like the honey badger, but he's not only around the ball, he's around the quarterback. He's always in the backfield, and he's always making a play.
Always. Setting up, once again, great field position for the Mills Comets. They knocked themselves out of it last possession, but Achilles Ringo played his Superman role
and Carl
and got them into the end zone.
Watch what Ringo does here to get his team into the end zone. They run a read option with him. He fumbles. And the defense will be back on the field with 50 seconds left here in this second quarter.
And like I said, that is maybe the fourth time this half that the ball has been on the ground, if not more. And slow to get up, but does get up and hobbles to the sideline.
Carl, I think that's one of your faves. I believe that's one of your faves. Dontarius Sims.
Oh, man, not Big Coop.
Big Coop. The senior tackle.
He is a senior. It is senior night. I expect the kids to get back out there as well as Renard Wilkerson, a.k.a. RJ. These kids are tough, and I know that they'll get back out there in no time. 50 seconds left. You have to put the ball back in the air. Anton Pierce, Jabray Shaw, Miles Caster, who all have multiple interceptions on the season. Let's see what the play calling is like here. I'd like to see the Mills Cummins drop back an extra safety, as they do play the one safety high for most of the ball game.
Corner, they're in pistol car. Watch the inside zone. They run it, and Derek Murdoch is right there. The kid is special. The kid is absolutely special. The kid is absolutely special. He's only a junior. Murdoch.
Man. Murdoch, she wrote. It looks like they just want to let this time roll off of this clock here and safely take the ball into the next half as they gather up the troops and get ready to go into the locker room. This has not failed us as a great matchup so far. 14-7. The Mills Comets lead the Robinson Senators, and we'll be back for more action in the second half.
It is the grand opening sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room per month. Plus, get your sales tax paid.
We make it beautiful.
For less.
It is the grand opening sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room per month. Plus, get your sales tax paid.
We make it beautiful.
For less.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a collaboration performance today from the Mills Comet Elite Dance Team, along with members of the Mills Varsity Cheer Team, with special highlights from our seniors. Madison Wells.
that does it as we welcome you back from the Akil's Carpet One halftime show. I hope you enjoyed the band's performance tonight.
I sure did.
I definitely did too. It wasn't just a battle between these two football teams, but it was also a battle of the bands. Just like we have a battle in these trenches tonight, Carl, here in tonight's matchup with the score being 14-7. And yes, that first half was longer than usual. It actually took an hour and 30 minutes for the first half. And I mean, that's very unusual, but I mean, we had flags on both sides. Flags were being thrown back and forth. I mean, even the Comets got a down taken away from them in one of those series. But nevertheless, this is a good game tonight here for this beautiful Friday. And, Carl, I believe these Comets will come out on top. I mean, they've already had some big plays called back, plenty of flags. They've shot themselves in the foot, and they're hurting themselves, but the refs are playing a factor as well. But we're not going to blame it on the refs because we both know how the Comets can be after halftime. Not sure what Coach Lee says, but whatever he says, every Friday night after the half, the Comets seem to come out with a little bit more
every single time. The kumbaya at halftime has been critical all season in the outcome of the game. We've seen the Senators be able to come out and get on the board, but not much else from them on these other drives as they have all stalled. Let's see if they go back to some of the things that they did in that drive. I saw that they like the quarterback draw. They like the inside zone. But it's going to have to be something different here because that recipe just hasn't cooked up enough points to have this lead here at the U. And this defense is not fooled by many things. The things that people do get on them are basic play calls, inside zones, motion jet sweeps, quarterback draws that you can't account for the quarterback as a runner. But besides that, not much else brewing for the Robinson Senators. And both teams average close to 40 points per matchup. Not sure if we'll hit that mark here this game as we've seen great defense on both sides of the ball. Robinson Senators are good when they do get pressure on Achilles Ringo. And before we get back into the action, we're going to take a short break here before we end the Kill Carpets One half show.
It is the grand opening sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room per month. Plus, get your sales tax paid.
We make it beautiful.
For less.
It is the grand opening sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room per month. Plus, get your sales tax paid.
We make it beautiful.
For less.
And we are back right before this second half gets kicked off. It is 14-7. The Comets are in the league here at the U. And this second half will be filled with a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement, Tyler. I agree with you on that. And I'm going to give you a short, quick update on games around the state here in just a minute. But before I do so, I just want to say that I'm not sure how this game is going to turn out, but you sure want to tune in and catch us on the Mills Sports Network as well as the PCSSD Sports Network. And you can also catch some of our other colleagues from PCSSD on the other networks, Maumelle Hornets Sports Network, as well as Sylvan Hills Bears Sports Network, as well as our opponents today, Robinson Senators Sports Network. And a few games across the state, we have Bryant leading by only 3 points at Cabot. We know Cabot can control that game with their run game. And it is halftime over there. Bryant is only up by 3 points. North Little Rock has a 17-7 lead at Fort Smith Northside. Jonesboro's up 24-8 on Southwest. 37-9 Bentonville over Rogers. Now let's jump right into the 5A action that has implications on this current game. Watson Chapel currently beating the Maumelle Hornets 32-14 at halftime. We have Morrilton and Pine Bluff in a tight one, 7, all knotted up at 7 at halftime. Valonia leading 17-10 at Whitehall, which the Comets will have to face them here in a couple of weeks. Batesville with a 31-7 lead over Brooklyn. Wynn with a commanding 35-0 lead at Paragould in the fourth quarter of that game. Wynn is also one of those teams to look out for in this conference. Camden Fairview, I believe they only have one loss this season as well in this conference, and they are up 35-0 in the second quarter against Hope. I do believe that game has just went into halftime. Little Rock Parkview leading 35-28 against Magnolia at halftime. Those are our scores across the state as we get ready to get back into action here at the U. It's all about the U, baby. And my man Terry Jordan is over there suited and booted tonight.
Scary Terry. That's our man over there on production, man. Not only does he do production, but the man is also a guru when it comes to this football stuff. I mean, he knows his football.
He sure does.
Coach Terry. And just like the first half, this second half is already taking a long time to get started. They've been on the field for 10 minutes.
And as if I wasn't anxious enough, we square away here to get into the second half of action. Get this clock set here. And we will be on our way as the Robinson Senators will be receiving the second half kickoff with an opportunity to tie the ball game here. Feet set, ball wet.
And this ball goes out of bounds. Time for this Comets defense to take the field and show what they are made of. This will be short field position for the Senators. Let's see if they can make magic. Quinn Murphy has been playing an okay game. Missed on a deep ball connection, which would have been a touchdown. It's mainly been a running game tonight, like I said it would be. I mean, the Comets secondary is phenomenal. They have speed, length, and strength everywhere on this defensive side of the ball. I think the Senators come out not sure what's going on. Once again, I believe the refs are lost. And now we get started. We are back in action. Looks like a wildcat type of formation. And it is. And they run power right. And this play is sewn up by Tree. That's what they like to call him. That brings up 2nd and 11. 1 yard loss on the play.
This tight bunch formation that they have here, I'm not sure if this gun tight will work, but we will see.
Wildcat. And that now they run power left. And they're right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, these aren't zebras. These are the Senators. Pine Bluff did have success in this type of formation, wildcat. Maumelle had a little success with this formation.
I'm not sure why they're continuing to go wildcat, though. I mean, it hasn't worked at all. I guess they came out at halftime, and that's what they decided to do. Not sure if something is wrong with Quinn Murphy or what, but
stubborn play calling.
Wildcat 3 plays in a row. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's just stubborn play calling.
And
Now they punt it.
the Comets will be getting the ball with less than 2 minutes burnt down off of the clock by the Senators. A slow gathering, but a boot, a
And he
great
kicks
punt.
to the dangerous man, Jabray Shaw. And Jabray is tackled by a gang of Senators, but he's still running. He's moved up about 10 yards. With everybody on his back.
As he slipped and lost his footing, I didn't think he'd get much there, but he does pick up about 12 yards on that return.
Jabray trots off the field. Surely he'll go back in soon enough. Gets him a good breather. Charlie comes off. Do they start this series with the ball in the air? Or do they run the inside zone and keep it on the ground? I think you run the inside zone right here. Not just to have this clock rolling, but just to set this tone for the offense right now. They actually run the outside zone. And he stutter steps and gets tackled after picking up about 3 yards, making it 2nd and 7.
That kid is a scat back. If he can put that foot in the ground and make a cut, is no telling where the sky will take him.
Ringo gets his offense ready. Looks like he's going to go right. He does go right. Looks right. Nearly sacked. Is sacked. And he loses about 7 yards right there. Making it 3rd and long. This game has been very slow.
It has. We'll see if it picks up here.
And Robinson isn't one of those teams you want to stay around in the game. Sure enough, they stay around and then boom, they take off. I've seen it plenty of times before. Ringo drops back, empty, trips, and sacks himself pretty much as he falls to the ground as he loses his footing. That brings out QJ to punt. And
a quick game of hot potato here in the first 4 minutes of action. The Senators with the short 3-and-out drive. And now the Mills Comets with a short 3-and-out drive. It's been a game of the defenses for sure.
it has, but that's what type of game it was going to be from the very beginning. I mean, both teams are high-powered, high-scoring teams, but they also have great defense. And he fumbles, and he muffs it. And who recovers? Looks like the Senators will have this ball. Will Jabray get off the field? Will he get up?
The whole stadium is holding their breath right now.
And he does. And he shakes it off. Senators stay in this Wildcat formation, keeping it on the ground. Carl, I believe that is what they are going to do. That's what they're going to do right now.
Do you think that's the answer here?
I don't think that's the answer. I think you keep it on the ground, but I don't think you go Wildcat. The Comets have seen what Wildcat is, and they have learned to adjust to it thanks to Marmel. And you see the Wildcat isn't working for the Senators. certain formations aren't for all teams after a team has been against that formation already. And I don't think the Senators are a wildcat type of team. I believe Quentin Murphy, the young quarterback, is the person that's in control of the offense. I mean, he's young, but he knows how to make plays, knows how to keep his team under control. And I just don't think that this wildcat is the way to go. But, hey, I'm not complaining.
Not sure they're chucking away here as they had 3 straight runs of about 5 yards, making it 2nd and about 4.
And they run right again. They're playing very conservative right now. All it is power right, power left.
Nitty-gritty football.
3rd and 2. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Our left. Whoa.
And they get a break on that one. And he finds his way into the end zone that time.
And Carl, I thought the kid was down. I lost him in traffic.
I think the cameraman might have too, as he packed his way through for the touchdown, making it 14-13. Mills still leads by 1. Robinson has a chance to knot it up here by putting it through the uprights. We have a player down right now on the field. And we will now tune in to see this extra point attempt by the Robinson Senators. A big kick for this kicker. And it is good. It is all knotted up, tied up again. The score is 14-14, making it back to an even game. The Senators do have a little bit of momentum here now that they've just scored. Let's see if this play calling changes up for this offensive side of this explosive Mills offense. And as we await the kickoff, a shout out again to those seniors. It is senior night. Let's see if they can cap off an undefeated record, not only on the season, but for this home crowd that they love to play in front of here at the U. This is also the fight for the top of the division in the 5A conference.
Carl, they've already squealed the ball. They've already onside. Do they kick it deep? I think they are scared to kick it deep. I think they do right here. Everyone was lined up. And that ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Comets have a chance at offense right now with 6 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. Let's get this ball rolling, baby.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter here. Not much motion, 2 3-and-outs, and then a series of about 5 run plays for the Robinson Senators until one broke big right there. And I think that's what they were hoping for by steady pounding the ball. Power right, power left. Power right, power left.
Slow motion is better than no motion. We all know that. as the Comets come out in doubles to both sides. They run the inside zone. It doesn't get anywhere.
Conservative play calling here.
And Cameron Dunbar shows his frustration at the refs. The refs blowing him dead as he was still running.
And a quick out route
To Jabray Shaw. And they mark him a yard shy of the first down. These spots haven't really been the best, but I guess they'll do.
And one actually may have prevented Jabray from scoring down here in the corner of the end zone as he did extend the ball as he stepped out of bounds. I'm up here, not on the field, but it did look like he clearly got into the end zone on that one.
And the refs are not on the same page in tonight's game.
Need to pick up one here.
5 minutes left. Ringo, quarterback sneak. Looks like he fumbled the ball.
And
He doesn't get it. Charlie comes in. That brings up 4th and 1. Do you punt it or go for it?
not sure, Tyler. I'm pretty sure they go for it in such a short yardage situation. They have had success with that on the season.
Now, Carl, this play right here can be a play that causes the game.
It can be detrimental as they bring in Zion Smith and Charlie in this power formation.
And where's Jabray? That is who you have to look for, Jabray Shaw.
Another high snap.
And Jabray looks like he's going to take it the distance, but is tripped up and picks up the comprehensive wellness first down. There he was right beside Ringo at running back. And, man, the kid is absolutely special.
Special he is.
They haven't used him at receiver as much, only a little, but being a running back has worked in his favor. The kid runs at his own pace, knows how to make cuts, and knows how to find a hole.
And I'm sure that's a thing of beauty for you, Tyler, as you were a running back in your high school and college days. What can you say about the vision that he has?
The vision that he has is immaculate. I mean, we see it. Honestly, there's no way to explain it. He knows how to find the hole. It's barely cloudy for him at any time, so he doesn't really bounce it as much. And it looks like Dunbar is going to break, picks up the comprehensive wellness first down, and gets down to the 20-yard line, but here comes a flag.
And I think that might be an offensive face mask as he tried to stiff arm the defender. I really hope not, but even if so, he did pick up enough for the first down on that play. And a lot of tussling there. Still looks like a pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Jabray at running back I believe I like that. We didn't see that much at the beginning of the season, and we are now seeing it closer to this ending of the season, and it's really working in their favor. Watch the outside zone.
A lot of hot snaps here. They may want to get on top of that. And that was a great tackle there. As we mentioned earlier, we do not have a roster for the Robinson Senators, but that's a great tackle made on the play right there.
And I think this play calling is getting conservative because the coaches are wanting to wind this clock down. They wanted to take this to the fourth quarter, score, but just continue to pick up first downs.
And they try to gain back the momentum here as the Robinson Senators were able to tie the game up.
And you see the vision by the kid.
Vision indeed.
But I believe, Carl, if we're going to keep running those inside zones, you put QJ King in at quarterback and you run the read option with QJ and Jabray Shaw.
Whew. That sounds dangerous. And we do have a Robinson Senator down on the field. We will take a short break here and be back in action very soon. And we are back into the action. Looked like he was able to get off of the field on his own strength. We love to see that. Hope that kid is okay. And it looks like that is fourth down and short for the Comets. Let's see if they can pick it up here.
And the Comets will take a time out. And we will be back here shortly. And we are back as the Comets try to pick up this first down on 4th and short. Jabray Shaw is back in the game.
And it looks like he is the one at quarterback there as he squeezes through to try to get the first down. I'm not sure if he did. That spot is going to be very close. It will depend on the spot here. Such a critical play in this game with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. All tied at 14. And he is just
will be a
short.
turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. And let's see if the Senators can take this momentum that they have taken control of in this second half and turn it into points to take a lead here.
$14 tight. Third quarter, 1 minute left. I think these Senators take it to the fourth quarter.
I think they'll have to run a couple plays here as the play clock is rolling. They rush out onto the field. Let's see if they stick with this run here, as I do see a receiver split out wide. Two of them, actually.
Carl, when they are in pistol, they have been running inside zone. So when they are in pistol, expect the inside zone.
And looks like they have to burn a timeout here to avoid the confusion on the offensive side of the ball. This Comets defense has to answer the call once again this season, as they already have. We've seen a pretty good game by Achilles Ringo. I'd like to see the ball and the play calling in his hands a little bit more, especially in the passing game, testing some of those guys out. But it was really conservative last drive. I'm not even sure we saw a pass. Did you see a pass last possession, Tyler?
I don't believe I did. I believe it was strictly Jabray Shaw.
And that's not a bad answer, but you have to get creative and find different ways to get different kids the ball. You got QJ over there. You got Tyler Johnson. You got Anton Pierce.
Very quiet. Sure, that's not his choice, but he has been quiet on the offensive side of the ball. That is a player to look out for towards this ending. And they come back out in this Wildcat, and they've just been running power right, but now they run a reverse, and that reverse doesn't do anything like they thought. It only gets them about 5 yards right there.
5 a pop, Tyler. That's how last possession started. You got to stop sleeping on that 5, Tyler. That 5 adds up, and it wears the defense down. I know as a defensive player, happened to me a few times against Cabot.
And the Senators are keeping this clock rolling.
Another 5.
Not sure about that one, Carl. 5 plus 5 is first down, and you are absolutely correct. You know, I wasn't the best at math. And you're not the best at seeing, so I don't know how you saw that right there. And the Senators will let this one go till the fourth quarter as the clock winds down. It is 14-14 here at the U. The Comets back against the wall. But the game isn't over yet. Far from it. And that'll do it for this third quarter. We'll be back here shortly after.
And a house can be intimidating, whether it's your first house or your 10th house. You know, and at Cornerstone, I feel like it's our job to kind of act as that offensive line for you. We want to help you get that ball to the end zone, so we're going to pave the way for you. And what we want to do is get you to the closing table on time with no stress, so you can do your own little touchdown dance, whatever that may be.
As we flip the field here, we are about to be back live into the action. I'm sure the fans will be getting into this game. I'm sure the fans will be getting into this game much more in this quarter. And it has lined up to become a great fourth quarter. Not sure I'll be able to stay in my seat. A big play is coming. A big play is coming. I'm not sure who's going to make it. Offense, defense. Can't call it, but I do feel a big play coming.
Carl, you gotta love these Friday night lights.
You have to, man. And I hear a little F&F playing Friday night football music.
And it is another Wildcat. This time they run right up the gut. the Senators have changed their whole offense at halftime. You have play adjustments, player adjustments, but they did a completely script adjustment and are strictly going Wildcat right now.
They have done a
And it's not working. You say it is, I say it's not. I think they should go back traditional spread. That didn't work. But the inside zones that they were handing off to Freeman, that was working. He was running right up the middle, but these Wildcats, power left and power right, it's not working. We have speed, length, and strength on these outsides.
It's not 2022 football, have you say it, but it has.
We have speed, length, and strength on the outside. It is not working, but I'm not here to complain. I mean, keep running Wildcat. If that's what you want to do, then do it.
I don't think they'll do it this play, as they may have to put that ball back in the air. They did have the one break, but Tyler, it has stalled the momentum of this game. But if they can get a stop here and the Mills Comets can get this energy back going, both teams seem to be poised, but a little fatigue here in this game, as it has been a hard-fought battle. 14-14, 10 minutes, 43 seconds left in this fourth quarter, the last quarter of play. Maybe.
Maybe. I have seen Robinson go to overtime before.
As well as the Comets, and we know that they were successful and won off of a field goal on a point after touchdown.
On a what?
Point after touchdown. PAT, brother.
I just wanted you to explain that for some of these listeners out there. Not everybody knows what a point after touchdown is. And my man, Scary Terry, the production guy's over there thinking right now.
And this is a big play. We saw Derek Murdoch get back there earlier, and they couldn't get the punt off.
But Carl, right here, you do not want a penalty.
Exactly.
These refs are very anxious. They're ready to just let the flag fly. And you don't want a muff punt right here.
A great boot. This kicker has been a big part of this game as a punter and as a kicker.
And the Comets are now back on offense. Jabray Shaw clapping. He's ready to make a play. Do they keep him at running back? Do they put him at receiver? What do they do? Carl, I would love to see QJ King in at quarterback. The kid can throw as well as run the ball. Throwing isn't primarily what he does, but he's good enough to get the ball out there. It will keep the defense and the defensive coordinator on their toes, and it just kind of opens up that playbook. I love when a playbook gets opened up and used to its full extent.
That's what you have the plays for, right, Tyler? So let's see if they do that right here.
They're in doubles right now. Ringo drops back, looks right, throws right, and the pass is incomplete. Looks like it was tipped.
He was forced to get that a little faster than get it out a little faster than he wanted to there. Great pressure up the middle by the Robinson Senators. Little pass protection is needed. Let's see if they keep that running back in there and try to block it up to get some of these receivers out here open in space.
I believe Dunbar gets that carry, and he does get the carry right there, and he is stuffed.
Yes, he does.
Senators.
And slow to get up.
That is Tree. That's what they love to call him, Tree.
Trainers from both sides run out. This gives Mills an untraditional timeout to see what they're going to do here on this third down. We do hope that Big Tree is okay. It's not often you see a tree go down. I mean, the kid's a fighter. The kid's a great player.
Big Green, Demarius Green. That's who that is.
And the crowd is standing to their feet. They're getting a little into it now. But we're stopped up here by this injury as his teammates look along to try to make sure that he's okay. This team does give me more of a family type of vibe, and I really like that about the U and the culture that Coach Lee has brought down here, as he is not able to walk off on his own strength, but is able to get off the field with the help of the trainers. Shouts out to them. Thank them for doing a very good job. And we will be resuming play and try to keep you updated on that injury.
And RJ comes back onto the field with a limp, but it shows he's ready. I guess he will be playing some of that lineman. Offense is set. Doubles left, doubles right. Ringo and Dunbar in the backfield together. Quick screen to Anton Pierce, and he is quickly brought down to the ground.
Woo, what a dangerous throw from one hash all the way close to the numbers on the other side of the field. Not sure about that play call and how much I like that.
I didn't like that play call at all, I'll be honest. I don't think that was a good play call. Even if he does take that one the distance, I don't think that was a good play call for that third and long type of situation.
Seconds. We are still tied at 14. Points have been hard to come by here in this marquee matchup of two top 5A conference teams looking to fight for the division and the conference lead.
Fourth down for the Comets as QJ King is ready to punt this ball off.
And he gets a good foot on it. It does not take a Comet bounce.
Whoa, the refs are spotting these balls terribly.
Down at about close
45.
to the 45-yard line.
Carl, as this game comes down to the wire, I don't think these Senators come out in this Wildcat formation. I think you have a sense of urgency to score.
Let's see how stubborn this play calling is with 9 minutes left in the ball game and 55 yards to go.
And Murphy hands that ball off with the inside zone, and I told you, that is what they need to do. Putting the ball in the air, dangerous. Wildcat, not smart. Inside zone, now you're thinking.
And play action there, he pulls it.
A read option.
May have been a read option. I saw kind of a RPO route over there. Third down and
third and
about
two.
2.
And the kid, Quentin Murphy, can play. But you don't put this ball in the air. And he doesn't get it. That brings up 4th and inches.
And we
right
all
here.
know that the offense won't be coming off the field here. I'll tell you that.
Do or die right now.
This could be a big momentum play.
Hey, Carl, I think they go Wildcat. I think they go Wildcat right here. Not that I'm a fan of it, but they have picked up about 2 to 3 yards each time at the least. And they are in Wildcat as the Comets load the box. And of course, they pick up a comprehensive wellness first down.
2 yards, just like you said, Tyler, but enough, nevertheless, for a comprehensive wellness first down. Let's see the
The
spot.
Comets have been in this position, Carl, once before. 2 weeks ago. Facing off against a team just as good as the Senators.
Yes, and the Pine Bluff Zebras were on a drive to take the lead in a game that was tied, just like this one, Tyler. And like you said, a
Bad
play was
things
made.
happen, and games are tight.
Whoa, a muffed snap,
And he makes a play out of nothing.
and is able to pick up another comprehensive wellness first down.
Quentin Murphy shows his sportsmanship by helping Jabray Shaw up after making a miss.
Quick substitution on the defensive side of the ball for Mills.
Carl, if it's pistol, watch the inside zone. And
Woo,
he actually
they were
ran
all
the
over it
wrong
there.
way. But
Quentin
the kid
Murphy.
is making plays out of nothing. Inside zone, pistol formation.
And not only the Friday night lights, but a few flashlights out from the crowd as they show their school spirit, as they cheer on the Senators as well as these Comets fans.
Read option, and Ryan White and friends are there for the tackle.
Will we see this Wildcat formation again here, Tyler?
I believe you will. Why not? Whenever it's short yardage situations, Wildcat. The Wildcat hasn't done them wrong in short yards.
And the untraditional up back right there is a big part of that as they follow him. And that may be a false start on the offense, forcing them to change their play call. I'm sure that it will. And maybe now that they put the ball in the air, may want to put a spy on Quentin Murphy Jr. as he has gotten out a few times in this ball game in critical moments on
Carl,
big
I
downs.
don't believe you even put the ball in the air here. I think you continue to keep it on the ground. Wildcat, why not?
It is 4-down territory.
And they stay in Wildcat.
And it's sort of a counter play, would you say?
Wildcat counter. Like I said, no reason to put this ball in the air. They're scared of these Comets.
No
And
reason
they're
at all.
keeping this clock rolling. I believe the Comets pulled this game off. I believe they pulled a magic trick out of their hat. Senators calling a timeout. 4th and short. What can the Comets do here? Wildcat. A trick
Woo!
play.
I
Quentin
see
Murphy.
a quarterback draw coming.
Quentin Murphy is in at receiver, Carl. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
I see a quarterback draw coming here. Quarterback blast indeed. Up
And
the middle.
Speed shows. I'm not sure if that was Quentin Murphy or not. I don't think it was.
He's moving so fast I couldn't see his number. Right up the gut. In a 5-wide set with the box loaded. What a play. And the Robinson Senators score another cornerstone touchdown, making the score 20-14. Now pending the extra point attempt. The extra point is up and through, and they do have a touchdown lead. I believe this comes down to a 2-point conversion. This game has been nothing less than we expected. A great battle fought matchup, as the Mills Comets did have a 14-7 lead, and the Robinson Senators have scored 14 unanswered in this second half of play. Tyler, what do you think the Mills Comets have to do here with their offensive play calling to regain not only the lead but the momentum?
I think the play calling has to stay calm. And I think you have to just simply get these play calls out and get the ball into your playmakers' hands. I don't think you do anything out of the ordinary, anything that you haven't done already. But instead of using Jabray Sharp running back, I believe you use him at receiver. We know what he can do at receiver with the 50-50 ball. We know what every receiver can do. So
Anything funky with the kick you think will happen here?
I don't believe so. I believe they kick it deep. When the game is tight like this, it's only 6 minutes left. You don't want to give a team like the Comets the ball with short field position.
And that is just what they do as he boots it into the end zone for a touchback. His second of the game. This kicker has been phenomenal on his extra points, his punts, as well as his kickoffs. The Comets are out there, locked and loaded, ready for this possession. And I would love to see a post route with this too-high safety set that the Senators have been running.
Carl, since they've been baiting the screen, I would love to see the fake screen. I know it's pretty basic, but they know that play very well.
Drop back pass on first
Throws
down.
down the middle, and that's an exceptional catch by Tyler Johnson, the kid who put the team on his back when they were in Whitehall.
And that is a kid who can make plays, like you said, get the ball into the hands of playmakers. And Tyler Johnson, you are a playmaker.
And like I said, you stay calm. That's the number one thing to do.
And I like putting the ball in Achilles Ringo's hand. He's had a great game. I don't see why they haven't done it before. But now let's see if he can catch his rhythm.
And we have a pass interference on the Senators as Ringo tries to connect with QJ King.
Great delivery, great defense
But
as
Carl-
well, but he was a little early on that pass breakup.
Carl, this is the determining factor. So, if they score, do they go for two or do they kick the field goal?
It depends on what time you score, but I do believe that they stick to their true identity and go for two. But I like to see that power bunch.
Carl, you know how I am. I'm a risk taker. I will go for the two. Win or go home, baby.
It is win.
And Ringo drops back, looks right, throws to Jabray. You know what he can do? Jabray breaks 2 tackles, breaks another tackle, and nearly gets into the end zone. And it's down at the 1-yard line. Mama, we have a game, and this is Friday Night Lights. I wouldn't want to be on this call with anyone else except my brother Carlton Schutz.
And I appreciate that, brother. I would not rather be on the call with anybody but you as well. 1 yard line. What do you do here? Do you run the quarterback sneak?
No.
I do. Big frame, 6'2", Achilles
Carl.
Ringo. He's had a great game. He's had a great drive. He has 2 rushing touchdowns on the day already. Why not give it to the kid? He just won't be stopped.
Ran the QB sneak to get into the end zone, but there was a flag. And it was an offsides against Joe T. Robinson. Carl, crazy thing is right now, I give the ball to Charlie. 6'5", fullback dive. Maybe even put him at quarterback, run a quarterback sneak like he's Travis Kelce. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing the idea out.
Out of desperation, I probably would on 3rd or 4th down because we know they can't stop that kid. But right now, I'll try to give it to Ringo. I think it's a great momentum and confidence booster for not only the team, but for him personally.
Actually, Charlie is on the sideline with the trainer. Not sure what's going on. It looks like he's breathing very hard. And the comments are getting these Senators riled up. Offsides, 2 flags back to back. But now it's time to get into that end zone.
I don't think they could get the ball any closer. They might just give him 6 points next time. And the refs run the clock.
Locked and loaded, baby. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown! That's enough for a cornerstone touchdown. Achilles Ringo gets into the end zone. And now we will see exactly what these comments are made of.
Here's the moment of truth. We know the Senators want to run that ball, run this clock out with that Wildcat formation. And they've had some short-lived but nevertheless success doing that. Let's see what gets done here. I'm sure they'll try to get the ball into the hands of Jabari Shaw. I would like to see a Charlie block down and then run out into the flats for a touchdown catch. But let's see what they do here. Timeout, as this is a big play.
The comments called that timeout.
Not sure if I wanted to see a timeout there. They may need that on the defensive side of the ball, but with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, hey, why not? Let's make sure we get the play call right. Like we said, Coach Lee's one of the best out of these timeouts with his execution and with his play calling.
And Carl, I think this 2-point conversion will tell it all. 7-0, 8-0. The numbers just keep adding up. But I don't think you run the quarterback sneak.
And I think this is the last playoff atmosphere type of game on the Mills Common schedule. I won't count out Bologna. I won't count out Bologna, as we did see that they had a
quarterback and
commanding lead.
Receiver duo. They have a nice duo over there.
They do.
Pierce has been very quiet. But Carl, you don't put the ball in the air right now. You keep the ball on the ground. Everybody learn from the Seahawks and Russell Wilson. You keep this ball on the ground.
And is that Jabari in that backfield? Yes, it is. So we know where that
Power
ball
left.
is probably going.
Power left. Power left to Jabari Shaw, and he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Carl, I called it. I knew it. It's so simple, yet so strategic, yet so oddly satisfying.
Yes.
You saw it here first.
You saw it here first.
A cheat code, a human cheat code. I mean,
give
the kid
that ball to
is in
Jabari.
human. He's a joystick in human formation size.
I believe anyone in the stadium could have picked where that ball was going and spotted that out. You have to give your best players a chance to make the biggest plays, and he has yet to fail Coach Lee in these comments as their playmaker. Achilles Ringo does have 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. That kid, if he can pull this off, he for sure is my pick for player of the game.
And Carl, you want to know what's going to happen here now?
A turnover by the Robinson Senators is what I'm going to guess there, Tyler.
Absolutely not, Carl. What's going to happen is these Senators are going to try to go against the grain. They're not using their script anymore. There's no more running right now. They want to rush to score, and that's when you go wrong, when you're trying to rush to score. You want to come back, but you don't want to rush anything. You want, oh my gosh, Murdoch ran through the block and nearly made the block. Kerr running to the tackle. But Carr, you don't want to go against the grain right here. You want to trust Quentin Murphy and let him own this game.
And on that 2-point conversion, man, the lead block of Caleb Sane was what made that play. And we got to give shout outs to those big guys up front, especially a defensive lineman playing on that side of the ball. We do have a player down on the field. We will see what that is on the field, and we'll take a short break before we get back into the action for the rest of the ball game.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Checks big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate. We ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind.
And we are back. The game is close. The game is tight. 22-21. Quentin Murphy in the backfield by himself. Empty is what it is. Trips left, bottom of the screen, doubles to the right. And Carl, like I said, they're going against the grain. Now they are rushing to score right here, but they don't put it in the air. They allow Quentin to keep the ball in his hands, and they run the quarterback draw, letting this time roll down.
Man, they finally give. I'm sorry, Tyler. I hate to dwell on. I'm not a person that dwells on the past, but giving Achilles Ringo a chance to sit in that pocket and have the big game that he was projected to have after talking to you earlier this week, and just letting him showcase his stuff. I'm glad they did so, though, and it did pay off with 8 points on that position. Taking a 1-point lead with 4 minutes left in the ball game.
Quentin Murphy. Carl, this is where players are made.
5 wide.
Empty is what it is. Quick screen. A stiff arm. Speed. A touchdown for the Senators. And this game has just gotten interesting. Thank you. A quick screen. Carl, they beat them at their own game.
Another cornerstone touchdown for the Robinson Senators. That offense has been fireworks in this second half as they have put up 20 points this half pending this field goal attempt. And it looks like they actually will be going for 2 here.
Carl, they are only up by 5. They have to go for 2. They are scared of this Comets offense.
And a great play call. One man going to the weak side on the rollout, and that is a great play call by the coach, putting them up 7 points, now putting the pressure on the Mills Comets to have to score and convert on one of their 2-point attempts to try to win this ball game with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Ringo, you wanted the spotlight, you wanted to shine. This is your time, young man.
29-22, down by 7. Carl, we know, of course, if these Comets score, they're going for the 2. Carl, you are a funny man. Mr. Notify anyway.
Well, I'm going to notify you about this, Tyler. These Comets are fighting hard to be 8-0 tonight. And I think they do have a chance to do it. Let's see
we know what Daniel Brown can do. We know what he can do as he's taking this kick return past the 50. The kid is still running.
Carl down at the 35-yard line. Daniel Brown with a big play on special teams. The senior knows that his whole entire family is here. He knows that it's his last time playing a regular season game on this field, and he is showing every bit of it there with a great return for 65 yards all the way out from the 1-yard line.
I'm not sure why this wasn't game of the week.
I'm not sure why either, Tyler.
I think it was game of the month. Because, Carl, this game is more than interesting.
It is.
They're trading blows.
Some of the best players in the state.
And Carl Jabray Shaw isn't in the game right now. So, who do they go to? Anton or QJ? No Jabray. No Charlie. Tyler Johnson.
Do you want to punch this in as fast as you can, Tyler, so you can make this attempt at the 2-point conversion? Or do you try to just grind this drive out and get points however you can take them, whenever you can take them?
I would say punch it in and leave it up to the defense, Carl, but I would rather you take your time, get into the end zone, and trust your offense to get that 2-point conversion.
A post corner would really kill this coverage right now. They are in cover 4.
Looks right, goes deep to QJ, and nearly throws an interception.
He ran out of real estate there. But this cover 4 coverage, the drags are wide open. A lot of these short plays are wide open. They are dropping their corners and safeties back to the deepest depths of the field. You want to just hit it underneath, take what the defense gives you, and let your players get out in space and try to make plays.
Doubles to both sides. Has Jabray came back in? Yes, he has. He runs the wheel route. Ringo throws to him. Ooh, and Jabray nearly makes the catch, but it is also nearly broken up as he throws the 50-50 ball. But Ringo has to be calm right here. He doesn't have to force, doesn't have to rush it, because if he gives the Senators the ball back, the game is over.
I agree, but that was a great play. You want to give your best player a chance to make a play. You found a way to get one-on-one coverage with him, which we haven't seen much of, especially on these deep routes. They've been trying to stay back and double team with the combo with a safety in the corner. But let's see what they can get out of this trip set here. Like I said, I would have liked them to take it underneath right there and just pick up as many yards the defense gives you.
QJ King. The kid is a fighter, and that brings up 4th and 1.
You have to get this conversion here.
4th and 1, I believe they are calling Jabray name right here. I believe that is who you go to. Caleb Sane comes into the game. so you know it will be the power formation.
Clean snap and execution is all that they need to worry about right here. They need to try to hurry up and get on this ball. It looks like he did get enough there on the initial push. It will be determined by the spot of the ball.
And they don't give him the first down.
And I'm not sure about that spot, Tyler, from the referees. They'll probably have to bring out the measuring crew here.
And Carl, when I was a running back, what I like to do when I ran that ball, I love to, once I'm down, I love to, everybody. And there actually is a first down. But Carl, like I was saying, when I'm down on that ground, the ball is down there with me, and the refs are coming, I like to look at the ref and kind of kick the ball a little bit. Just give it a little tap, toe tap. Carl, they have another chance at life.
A new set of downs.
2 minutes, 30 seconds, 29, 22. Comets are down here in this fourth quarter.
Like I said, it'll come down to that two-point conversion if they can get it in here. But first they have to get it into the end zone.
What does he do? Drops back, looks right. Throws to Anton Pierce. His number is called when they really need it.
His number is finally called. He gets out of bounds as well to stop that clock. And brings up second and what looks like to be 1. Man.
Cameron Dunbar in there. Carl, I believe you do sneak an inside zone into some of these plays. Just why not?
Keep them honest. Woo!
They bring the blitz right there. Ringo gets it out of his hand very fast, but that pass is incomplete, bringing up 3rd and short. Like I said, Carl, you should incorporate an inside zone right there. Honestly, a read option. Ringo isn't a runner, but he's capable and is a good athlete. He has dog in him. That's all that matters. A dog will take you to the promised land.
Let's see if that dog barks right here on 3rd down.
Like I said, the inside zone, get the first down. Now your team is relaxed. Another 4 downs right now.
Definitely takes the pressure off of Ringo. And whoa.
4th and inches.
Another tough call. I'm pretty sure that the Comets could possibly take a timeout here. I'm not sure how many they have left. But this is a big play in the ball game. The biggest. You have to think the game is on the line right here.
And with these refs, Carl, you don't run a quarterback sneak. They're not disciplined on the outside, but you see Ringo already leaning forward. He's still going forward, and he gets a comprehensive wellness first down.
First down, and I'm not sure if it'll be 10 or goal. It looks like he's on the 11-yard line. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in this ball game. It hasn't been anything short of greatness.
We do have 2 timeouts left. They haven't used.
And what to do here?
Ringo, if he stays poised, I believe this game is ours.
And
Throws
he
it out
just
of bounds.
Gets rid of the
play.
ball. Very
44
smart play.
seconds left. 22-29. Game on the line. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They have a chance for the first down. The heavy hitters are in right now.
It's hard to say that they can put the ball on the ground right now, so you got to find other ways to get your playmakers the ball because you are short on time. You have to find Jabray for sure.
And
QJ is also capable.
You don't need a quick screen. You do not need a quick screen. QJ on the slant. QJ on the slant down to the 1 yard line.
Looks like
First
he does
and goal.
pick up the
38
first down.
seconds. 22 to 29. QJ wide open on the slant. What will the Comets do? That was enough for a comprehensive wellness first down. And this clock hasn't stopped rolling. This clock is rolling, rolling, and rolling. This clock is rolling. Will they run the quarterback sneak? They will run the quarterback sneak, and he'll get in for another cornerstone touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the game.
The crowd is going crazy right now.
Achilles
This
Ringo.
game is on fire. The game is going. The clock is rolling. But wait.
I believe that's a mistake by the clock crew, and we will get that cleaned up as they are looking up here into the booth. And this crowd is really into it as everybody stands up, turns around, and looks around. We do have a
I'm not sure what's going on with the scoreboard.
I won't pay much attention to that though, Tyler, because we have some clock issues here. I'm not sure that they changed the score. And this environment is crazy. And it gives the Mills Comets and the Joe T. Robinson Senators a chance to regroup here and see what they're going to do on what is going to be the determining factor and the biggest play of the game. You can't ask for it any other way, Tyler, but for it to come down to what could be the final play of the game.
Get it out now.
I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little jittery. This is one of the best ball games.
The crowd is going crazy on the
crowd is
scorekeeper.
going crazy right now.
They're going crazy on the scorekeeper right now. He's up here frustrated. 28 to 29. We don't go for one right here. We go for the 2. We go for the win. Do we get the win?
Woo! And you got to think they'll be ready for that power left. But let's see.
Watch the rollout. Watch the play action, Carl. Watch the play. No, they give it to Jabari. He is stopped at the 1 yard line. He is stopped. He is stopped. He is stopped.
Man, and what a stop by the Robinson Senators right there on the 1 yard line. Arguably the best player on the field makes a power surge, but it is not enough. What a stop by the Senators. And the
I'm not
Mills
mad at
Comets.
that play call.
I see crutches thrown on the sideline, but the Comets can't show any signs of defeat here as they still have an opportunity with 28 seconds left, but it will have to be an onside kick. We've seen crazier things happen right here at the U, Tyler.
We have seen some crazy things happen. And I believe things can get crazy right now.
As the fans are coming out of the stands in disappointment right now with the undefeated season on the line. The body language of the whole building has changed Man, what a big stop by the Senators.
That was a great tackle. A great run, but a better tackle. And this one loss, yes, it's on the record if they lose, but this team is amazing. The team is great.
And they are anticipating an onside kick to, it looks like this right side, but there are only a few people over on the left side. So that's the side that I would target. Or I might kick it right up the middle and try my chances. I'll let you be on the play call here, Tyler.
I don't kick it up the middle right now, Carl. I go with the onside kick. You can tell they have the speed on the right side. And this ball is recovered.
And
I
that
believe
should
this
be
game
the
is
ball
over.
game.
Hard-fought battle by the Comets. No reason to hang your head. Yes, it's one loss.
And that is just,
But that builds character. And that brings you together as a team.
that is just a great play and hard to argue with, no matter who you're a fan of in this ball game. Just being a fan of football, you have to respect a play like that is being made. And the Senators line up in what looks like to be victory formation there. Quinn Murphy takes a knee, and
That
that
will do it for tonight's game as the Comets lose by 1 point and a heartbreaking loss 29-28 to the 6-1, now 7-1 Robinson Senators. That makes the Comets 7-1 now. This game is over. I'm Tyler Fountain, your play-by-play commentator, along with my broadcast and color commentator,
Carlton Schutz.
and we will be back next Friday. Join us. Thank you on the PCSSD and Mill Sports Network.